SEC Media Days underway in Hoover, Alabama. Rob Lee Hockey along with Phil Savage, SeniorBowl.com here all week. Phil, let's break this down by division. Let's talk about the East today. Of course, the West has dominated this division. East has been the least the last several years. Is this year they break through?
Well, I think there'll be a lot of competition in the East, but are any of those teams great teams? That's the big question. And of course, Georgia has 9 starters coming back on defense, a sophomore quarterback in Jacob Eason, Kirby Smart moving into his second year. So there's a lot of speculation that they could be a challenger. But I think the odds-on favorite coming out of these media days will be the Florida Gators. Jim McElwain's team has been to the championship game each of the last 2 years. I think they have high expectations for their offense, really for the first time since Matt got there. Of course, they're having to retool the defense, and to me, the script is a little flipped at Florida. They lost a ton of guys on defense, and it might actually be their offense that can carry some of the load this year.
Do they have a quarterback finally in Gainesville?
Well, it could be Felipe Franks, I suppose. It seems to be a lot of talk about him. Of course, the other team on the eastern side of things is the University of Tennessee, and while they lose Josh Dobbs and several other key players, Derek Barnett on defense, they feel like they have more volume of players within their program than they've had since Butch Jones got there 5 years ago. You look at South Carolina with Jake Bentley, Kentucky's got Steven Johnson, Mark Stoops moving into his career there at UK, coming off of a bowl game. And then Vanderbilt, you can't sleep on them because they showed some improvement last year. They've got Kyle Shermer at quarterback and Ralph Webb at running back.
Is this the year Kentucky can kind of challenge? I mean, a lot of people think they could be a sleeper.
Yeah, a lot of people are throwing that term around, and I think they absolutely could because, again, to me, I don't know if there's a great team in the East. There's a lot of good teams in the East, and the question is going to be which of these teams' quarterback really responds and which team can play good defense. And, of course, a lot of it depends on who your cross-divisional opponents are, and Tennessee gets Alabama and LSU from the West.
Well, we know this. We're going to have to wait a while to find out. It seems like the SEC Media Days, they're going to be in May next year, probably here from the Hyatt Regency in Hoover. For Phil Savage, I'm Rob Lee Hockey.